The morning mist hangs low over the emerald canopy, veiling the ancient secrets of the jungle beneath. As the first rays of sunlight pierce through the haze, the forest awakens, its mysteries waiting to be uncovered by those who dare to look closer. Slowly, the mist reveals enigmatic stone faces gazing out from temple towers, their features softened by centuries of rain, wind, and encroaching moss. These silent sentinels have watched over the land for generations, bearing witness to the rise and fall of mighty civilizations. Intricate carvings etched into the stone tell stories of gods and kings, celestial dancers, and epic battles. Each figure, each swirl of the chisel, is a fragment of a grand narrative, a tapestry of myth, devotion, and power woven into the very bones of these temples. These silent ruins, scattered across Southeast Asia, are the skeletons of colossal empires. Once, they were vibrant cities, their avenues thronged with life, their towers gleaming in the sun. Now, they slumber beneath a blanket of vines, their grandeur faded but not forgotten. Imagine standing here 1,000 years ago, amidst bustling markets and vibrant processions. The air would have been thick with the scent of incense, the clamor of voices, and the rhythm of drums and gongs echoing through the streets. Merchants from distant lands, India, China, Arabia, gathered to haggle over spices, silks, and precious stones. These cities were crossroads of the ancient world, where ideas, goods, and cultures mingled in a vibrant tapestry of exchange. Beyond the city walls, farmers tended lush rice paddies, their lives guided by the rhythm of the monsoons and the ingenuity of irrigation canals. The land itself was shaped by human hands, transformed into a patchwork of green that fed entire populations. The sound of hammers shaping stone and monks chanting prayers at dawn echoed from 1,000 temples. Artisans and holy men worked side by side, their efforts a testament to the unity of faith and craftsmanship. These cities were cradles of culture, where art, religion, and science flourished. Here scholars mapped the stars, poets composed verses, and artists adorned walls with visions of the divine. To walk among these ruins today is to walk in the footsteps of giants. Every stone, every carving is a silent witness to the dreams and ambitions of those who came before us. We often look to Rome or Egypt for tales of ancient glory, yet here, in the heart of Southeast Asia, equally magnificent civilizations rose and fell. Their achievements rivaled those of the West, their stories just as grand, their mysteries just as deep. Their stories are written in stone, in faded inscriptions and weathered reliefs, and in the cultural DNA of nations that follow. Even today, children play among the ruins, inheriting a legacy that stretches back through the ages. These ancient peoples mastered engineering, astronomy, and maritime navigation. They built observatories to track the heavens, and sailed vast rivers and seas, connecting distant lands and shaping the course of history. To understand our shared human story, we must turn our gaze to these epic empires. Their innovations, their struggles, and their triumphs are threads in the fabric of our collective past. Their tale is one of ambition, faith, and a profound connection to the natural world. The jungle and the temple, the sacred and the everyday, were woven together in a delicate balance. These echoes in the jungle are not just a story of what was, but a timeless lesson for what we can be. They remind us that greatness is fleeting, but wisdom endures, waiting to be rediscovered by each new generation. Their legacy endures, urging us to listen to the whispers of history, to honor the past, and to imagine the worlds yet to come. The grand narrative of history often overlooks Southeast Asia's empires. These kingdoms were central players on the world stage, linking East and West. Understanding them is essential for comprehending today's world. Modern nations like Cambodia and Indonesia are deeply rooted in these legacies. Their languages, religions, and traditions echo these bygone eras. These empires offer a different perspective on civilization building, often through trade and diplomacy. They mastered water management, creating sophisticated irrigation systems. Their rise and fall contain vital lessons on sustainability and balance with nature. In their triumphs and failures, we find timeless wisdom relevant today. The rise of Southeast Asian empires was nurtured by influences from India and China. Ships carried more than cargo, they carried ideas. From India came Hinduism, Buddhism, and the Sanskrit language. Southeast Asian rulers adopted these ideas, creating powerful ideologies. From China came economic influence and trade relationships. These external influences were catalysts, but the true foundation was local. The region was a natural crossroads, blessed with resources and strategic positioning. Empire builders harnessed local strengths and fused them with foreign ideas. They organized societies around rice cultivation and mastered monsoon seasons. These empires were original creations, born from a dynamic interplay of forces. On the vast, misty plains of Myanmar, thousands of ancient temples rise from the earth, their spires piercing the dawn sky. This is Bagan, a place where history and spirituality intertwine, forming the very heart of Myanmar's cultural heritage. In the 11th century, King Anawurata emerged as a visionary leader. He unified the region's warring states, establishing the powerful pagan kingdom in 1044 and laying the foundation for a golden era. Anawurata's embrace of Theravada Buddhism transformed the kingdom. His devotion inspired a monumental wave of temple construction as artisans, monks, and laborers worked side by side to honor their faith. Over the next 250 years, more than 10,000 temples, stupas, and monasteries were built, creating a breathtaking landscape that still captivates visitors today. Bagan soon became a renowned center of Buddhist learning, drawing scholars, monks, and pilgrims from distant lands, eager to study sacred texts and share knowledge. These temples were more than places of worship. They served as vibrant community centers, schools for young novices, and libraries preserving ancient wisdom. The art and architecture of Bagan reflected a unique blend of Mon, Pew, and Burmese traditions, with intricate frescoes and carvings telling stories of faith and daily life. Yet the kingdom's ambition came at a cost. The relentless temple building strained the economy, and resources grew scarce, leading to a swift decline. In 1287, the Mongol invasion struck a devastating blow, shattering the pagan kingdom and leaving many temples abandoned to the elements. Despite the fall, Bagan's spiritual legacy endured. Theravada Buddhism continued to unite the Burmese people, shaping their beliefs and rituals for centuries. Today, the Sea of Temples stands as a silent testament to a fervent, creative, and deeply spiritual period in Myanmar's history. Bagan's story is one of devotion, power, and cultural synthesis, a civilization that reached for the divine and left behind a legacy of wonder. Its echoes continue to inspire artists, monks, and travelers alike, reminding us of a vibrant past that still shapes Myanmar's identity. The legacy of Bagan's kings lives on in the spiritual heart of Myanmar, where ancient traditions and modern life exist side by side, honoring the enduring spirit of the Kingdom of 1,000 Temples. Angkor Wat, a wonder of the ancient world, stands in Cambodia's jungles. The Khmer Empire's power lay in water management, not gold. They engineered a colossal hydraulic system, controlling monsoon floodwaters. This system enabled multiple rice harvests, supporting a vast population. The capital, Angkor, was a sprawling urban complex. Structures were cosmic diagrams, harmonizing the kingdom with the heavens. The decline puzzles historians. Environmental changes may have played a role. The Ayutthaya sack in 1431 marked the end, but the legacy endures. Angkor's rediscovery revealed a spectacular civilization's ghost. The Majapahit Empire, a maritime powerhouse, rose in Indonesia. Raden Wijaya founded it in 1293, using cunning and naval power. Under King Hayam Wuruk and Gajah Mada, it reached its golden age. Majapahit controlled sea lanes and the lucrative spice trade. Its capital, Traulan, was a bustling metropolis. The decline was gradual, with internal disputes and the rise of Islam. By the 16th century, it dissolved into Islamic sultanates. Majapahit's dream of a united archipelago remains a powerful concept. Its legacy continues to shape modern Indonesia's identity. As the mighty Khmer Empire faded into history, a new power began to rise in Southeast Asia. In 1351, the city of Ayutthaya was founded, destined to become a beacon of prosperity and influence for centuries to come. Its strategic location at the confluence of three rivers made Ayutthaya a natural crossroads for trade. Merchants from China, India, Persia, and even Europe were drawn to its thriving ports, bringing with them exotic goods, new ideas, and diverse cultures. Over time, Ayutthaya transformed into one of the wealthiest and most cosmopolitan cities on Earth. Its skyline glittering with golden spires and grand temples, the city's bustling markets overflowed with spices, silks, precious stones, and rare artifacts. Traders haggled in dozens of languages, making Ayutthaya a true melting pot of commerce and culture. The kings of Ayutthaya were not only shrewd rulers but also master diplomats. They skillfully balanced relations with powerful neighbors and foreign empires, ensuring the city's independence and continued prosperity. The immense wealth generated by trade funded a golden age of art, literature, and architecture. Temples and palaces were adorned with intricate carvings, vibrant murals, and statues of serene Buddhas. Gold leaf covered the city's temples and statues, earning Ayutthaya the nickname Venice of the East for its opulence and its network of canals. Ayutthayan art and architecture developed a unique, refined style, blending Thai traditions with influences from Persia, China, and Europe, reflecting the city's global connections. But in 1767, Ayutthaya's golden era came to a sudden and violent end. The city was sacked and burned by invading Burmese armies, its treasures looted, and its monuments left in ruins. Though the kingdom could not be restored, the spirit of Ayutthaya endured. Its ruins, overgrown yet majestic, stand as a testament to its former glory and lasting influence. Survivors of the destruction migrated south, establishing a new capital along the Chao Phraya River, what we now know as Bangkok, carrying forward Ayutthaya's legacy. Today, Ayutthaya's story lives on in its haunting ruins, treasured artifacts, and the enduring spirit of commerce, diplomacy, and resilience that shaped a nation. No empire lasts forever. Decline is inevitable. Internal and external pressures led to their falls. Temple building and water systems strained economies. Environmental changes disrupted agricultural bases. New forces, like Mongol invasions and Islam, reshaped the region. European colonial powers introduced new challenges. Yet, the end was not the end of culture or people. They adapted, carrying legacies forward into new eras. The light of these civilizations never truly went out. The legacies of these empires offer profound lessons. They thrived through diversity and adaptation, blending foreign ideas. Cultural purity is a myth. Strength comes from exchange. Unity and shared identity were powerful forces. Sustainability is crucial. Environmental balance is key. These stories are cautionary tales, warning of ambition's cost. They showcase human creativity, faith, and ingenuity. Vulnerabilities to conflict and environmental change are revealed. True greatness lies in resilience and living in balance. Their echoes are timeless lessons for our future.